Good morning, students. After dealing with National Policy of Education 1986 and Program of Action 1992, now we will take up National Curriculum Framework NCF 2005. National Curriculum Framework (NCF) is a document seeks to provide a framework within which teachers and schools can choose and plan experience that they think children should have. It addresses four issues such as educational purpose, educational experience, an organization of experience and assessing learner. NCF differs from curriculum and syllabus. It provides guidelines on different aspects of education. Earlier, NCFs were based on behaviorist psychology, but NCF 2005 is based on constructivist theory. NCF 2005 owes its present shape and form to the flurry of ideas generated through a series of intensive deliberation by eminent scholars from different disciplines, principals, teachers and parents, NCERT faculty, etc. Development of NCF 2005. NCF 2005 begins with a quotation from Tagore's essay Civilization and Progress, in which the poet reminds us that a creative spirit and generous joy are keys in childhood, both of which can be destroyed by an unthinking adult world. National Steering Committee was set up under the chairmanship of Professor Yashpal. It finally discussed and passed in a Central Advisory Board of Education (CABE) on 7 September 2005. The national policy on education stressed the need to employ educational technology to improve the quality of education. The policy led to two major centrally sponsored schemes: educational technology and computer literacy. Some of the ideas that have been already discussed previously in the policy documents and reports were connecting knowledge to life outside the school, to shift learning from a rote method, to integrate examination within classroom learning and make it more flexible, to enriching the curriculum to provide overall development of children so that it goes beyond textbooks, nurturing an overriding identity informed by caring concerns within the democratic polity of the country. Guiding principles of NCF 2005. Importance of including and retaining all children in school. According to UEE, each child, irrespective to his differences in social, economic, psychological, physical, intellectual characteristics, should be able to learn and achieve success in school. Broaden the scope of curriculum to include in it rich inheritance to different tradition of knowledge, work and craft. Decentralization and emphasis on Panchayati Raj institution, integration of local knowledge and practice of critical pedagogy. Make children sensitive to the environment and its protection. Building a culture of peace by empowering individuals to live in harmony with oneself, one's natural and social environment. Peace as an integrative perspective for a school curriculum. Creation of citizenry conscious of their rights and duties and commitments to principles embodied in the Constitution. Implications. In the construction perspective, learning is the process of construction of knowledge. Learners actively construct their own knowledge by connecting new ideas to existing ideas on the basis of materials, activities presented to them. Learner construct the mental representation of reality through experiences. The structuring and restructuring of ideas are essential features as the learners progress in learning. The engagement of learners through relevant activities can facilitate in the construction of mental images. Collaborating learning provides room for negotiation of meaning, sharing of multiple views, and changing the internal representations of the external reality, allowing children to ask questions that require them to relate what they are learning in school to things happening outside, encouraging children to answer in their own words and from their own experiences rather than simply memorizing and getting answers right in just one way. Intelligent guessing must be encouraged. Aims and objectives of teaching social science, NCF 2005. Recognize disciplinary markers so that content is not eroded but also emphasize the integration of themes such as plants. Recommendations paradigm shift to study social sciences from a perspective of marginalized group. Gender justice and sensitivity to issues of social deprived groups, tribals, and minority sensibilities must inform all sectors of social sciences. Critically examine social and economic issues and challenges like poverty, child labor, destitution, illiteracy, and various other dimensions of inequalities. Understand the roles and responsibilities of citizens in the democratic and secular society. In a pluralistic society like ours, it is important that all regions and social groups be able to relate to the textbooks. Social sciences to be considered from a disciplinary perspective while emphasizing the integrated approach in the treatment of significant themes. Enabling pedagogic practice has critical for developing thinking process, decision making, and critical reflections on social issues. At the secondary stage, the social sciences comprise elements of history, geography, political science, and economics. The main focus will be on contemporary India, and the learner will be initiated into a deeper understanding of the social and economic challenges facing the nation. Thank you and best wishes.